Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to Prison Architect. Welcome back to LaCorp Jail, where unfortunately I haven't yet had time to look at the timed doors issue. That is an ongoing problem that we have with the prison, but not to worry. What we are going to do today, and probably tomorrow as well, is look at this last section which clearly still needs building. All of our blueprints are still in place and stuff like that, so that's what we're going to concentrate on. We're going to do lots and lots of building in this middle section. Let's have a look here. So we've got 3 more cell blocks to get into. So if we go into our foundations, we know we're going to want these to be concrete. So we have, now these are designed to be overflow areas. By that I mean sometimes you get this event where they say that a prison nearby has some sort of problem with it and the prisoners inside of it need to be rehoused in your prison, and then they send prisoners to you. Now, I'll be honest, they don't normally send this sort of volume of prisoners through. This is a lot here. So yes, they don't normally send this many through, but I figured what's nice about this sort of setup is we can have minimum, medium and maximum security here. That's sort of not really a problem, right? That's what I'm thinking, is that we can break this down into 3 sections. In addition to that, I want to get to 1,000 inmates because it's an achieve and I want that achievement. Yes, I do. So we want those units to go in. Now, this here is, oops. This is a canteen and kitchen area. They get their own. Now, what have we made this out of in the past? This is, oh look, it's brick. Lovely. Right, okay, and then we've got a yard here. So we want foundations and brick, and we're going to make this area as well. Yeah, let's stick this here. So this is toilets and showers and all that sort of business. Actually, we're probably going to want that as well, aren't we? Now, you can see we've got all these fences, because this is going to be the yard area. We're going to have a yard here, and we're not going to want them to get down the back of here. The idea is that they will be able, through the means of this path, get into the shared area. So they'll still have all sort of those types of amenities available to them, which will be fantastic. None of this has its own power at the moment. If we go into utilities, you can see that they're going to need their own power in here. And this is death row. That's going to need its own power. So this is what this building here is for. Let's see. So foundations, we're just going to, like I say, just mass produce foundations. I have no idea what this is for, what we're going to do with this space. I don't know. I don't know. Lots of things kept changing here, what staff needs and this being put in, but it seems that something was going to happen here and now just isn't. So I'm not sure what to make of that. Right, and then here is the dreaded death row, something I'm seriously not looking forward to. Anyway, we're on foundations and concrete, so let's build this in here. There we go. And there, oops, I messed it up. And that there. This is its own power station. And this is its own sort of, that's probably another power station. And this is its own visitation area. For those that are on death row, can have visitors. There we go. There. Right, okay, we're going to need to sling on a whole bunch of doors. Otherwise they are not going to be able to build any of this, are they? Although they're straight on it, look. Like that. What is this for? This is probably another water station, maybe. But we've got one there, so... Like I say, these blueprints have changed, so clearly I've moved stuff around and not necessarily cleaned up behind me. Look, I seem to have some sort of doorway here. So let's also plan to get these paths in. The sooner we get the paths in, the better, really, because then they can all move around. Oops. A lot faster. Oh, that path's already in. Is that path already in? Here it is as well. So we can probably remove some of these blueprints, indeed. Let's look up at the door. Oh no, the door is in the right place. It was just open. Right. And look, we've not put in Death Row's sort of front entrance gateway thing. Thingamajig. There we go. There we go. And I don't think either we've put this path in yet, so let's do that. Like that. We're going to want this and this. Look at them. They're all just building really quickly, really getting on it. Really getting on it. Fantastic. Now, wow, look at that. Oh, it's exciting. Oh, that looks really cool. Now, we spent a lot of money. It is true. Don't worry about this. There are two things that affect the daily cash flow. Now, what I tend to do often when I'm putting an episode together is I turn prisoner intake off. Okay, and when I turn that off, it means that this prison can go for a number of days where it's not taking new inmates, and which affects this. Another thing that affects this is that because of little bits and bobs, we keep getting like the odd death, don't we? Like in the morning I might get sort of a death around here and stuff like that, which kills the days without incidents. It resets every day, so I'm not getting the days without incidents bonus either. So I'm hoping to sort of identify how to identify those problems and whittle them out and have a nice steady income of prisoners, and that should fix this. But as it stands at the moment, because of the nature of the way that I'm building it, I have this happens generally when I'm recording. When I'm not recording and I'm trying to get something ready for the next recording, I have lots of intakes, and this goes like high into the green, which is why I have large balances. So you're probably thinking, this prison is always losing money, yet she always seems to have hundreds of thousands of doubloons. Well, that's why. So do not worry about this. It's just mainly because I've turned prisoner intake off, and it's been off for a little while. So that happens. That happens. Yeah, so look, they did build this path. I must have put this path in a little while ago, and then for whatever reason never noticed. So if we, yeah, look, it's all along there. Oh, that's brilliant, because they're using it as well. Look, oops, it goes to there. Oh, lovely. Right, okay, so how are the buildings coming along? Can we finish any particular building? Oh, look, this one looks almost done. What's happened here? What is this now? What do you guys do? What do you guys? Does that not open? I couldn't open it. What's happening here? That's very strange. Don't ask me what's going on there. I certainly don't know. Right, shall we prioritise this one maybe? Don't know. Can we? Oh! It's all prioritised, so if we could at least get one finished, wouldn't that be splendid? Auto saving. This is so this will be a really nice area, and it should just help us get that achieved to 1,000, and it means they can use this area. What we'll probably do is just set all of this to medium and just keep it nicely filled, because, you know, to be fair, medium is more money than minimum, but without the hassle of maximum. Do you know what I mean? So and this is a hassle. All this is such a hassle. It's an expensive hassle. Oh, do you know what we could do over here, actually? Let's put some trees down. Should we put some trees down? Let's see. Objects. And as you know, I like to just stick them in sort of silly, random ways. It's the sort of tree placing that just sort of sends some people a little bit batty, you know, with their sort of crazy OCD business. You're all OCD, I know you are. But you're just going to have to live with this. Look, I'll do those ones neatly. Yeah, there you go. Look, I did those ones neatly. So you can't see I don't care. You can't say that I don't care. There you go. They're very neat now. But it's just, I don't know, I think it just looks a little bit nicer if they're not all, everything is perfectly in a row, which is just so terribly, terribly boring. But these ones, we kind of have no choice, right? Because trees are 3x3. But they don't have to be evenly spaced. So there we go. And it means that they're just easier to get down as well. Look at that. Yeah. Job's good. Job's good. Lovely. There we go. It annoys me that some of them actually walk around. It's good man, good man. And some of them will like cut across there. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. That's what that is. Another problem with making all the billmen working so hard is that it makes all this back up. That is a downside. Oh, look. Look at this. Right, okay. So, I mean, it is sort of the same procedure as usual. Oh. Is it me or is this a little bit weird here? That is a little bit weird. We'll do this. So these are actually going to need, if we build one up, then we know what we're doing with the others, right? So these here, these need staff doors. Because I'm assuming this is going to be like utility stuff and, you know, I'm assuming so. Right, okay, and then we need to build at least one cell on either side. And these, you can see, due to the size of these cells, that they're clearly going to be quite standard. Pretty small. Pretty small. So what... they should definitely have a window, I feel. Yeah? I think that'd be nice. And just a standard gel door, I'm sure, will be plenty. Now, I think after that, they're probably going to be based on, very similarly to these, maximum security, where they get their own shower, because they, while they will have a shower in here, you can see, in the canteen. This is a shower space. We've got the toilets, the canteen. This is kitchen and staff toilets, you see. So they will have joint showers, but I think we will also install them in their rooms. I think that would be nice. So let's go to rooms, actually, and we'll set these two cells, because then it just makes it easier to find the objects that we're interested in instantly. See, that's a bunk bed. We don't want, we are going to give them, because you never know who's going to end up in here. Except I haven't allowed for parental facilities. There's none of that going on. Right, so we're going to, I think, put a bed here. And we shall mimic it over here. Now, we're going to give them bookcase. These peeps will actually have access to a library as well. Can you believe it? And let's see. So the toilet... Do we put the toilet there? Or I think the toilet should go at the end of the bed. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Nice place for a toilet. And then the shower there. Now. They'll need a light. Won't they? They'll need a light. And, oh look, I didn't do it on the other side. Let's do that. I know it looks like this is placed in front of the door, but it's not, of course. That is a wall. The door is open. I promise you. I promise you. Lovely. What we're going to need to do is actually dismantle this door. And we are also going to... Oh, it is a staff door. But we'll leave that one then. But I'd like to dismantle this wall here. That needs to be dismantled as well. Yeah. And what else? Drains. Yes. drains. There they are. So we're going to want one under the shower, but then I think we're going to put the other ones in the doorway because I like to see the flooding. I like to see the flooding. So there we are. And then, so we'll let them get it. Oh no, I've put the, this, it sort of sticks and it ruins things and it upsets me and then I get mad. Right, so we'll let them get on with that. Get these rooms built up because effectively we can then just copy this all the way down. Once they've got these rooms sorted, it's just copying all the way through this unit, right? It's like really quite simple in that respect. These rooms, because these are the death row rooms, again they're going to be a bit different because they are locked in their rooms permanently, of course. So we've given them much larger space with the intention of giving them quite luxurious rooms to be in. Is the idea. So they'll probably have something like nice large windows like this. And again, should we just grab the cell? We grab the cell like this, and because it just lets us find the objects, and then it's a matter of, well, what's going in this room. So now we have some luxury rooms. Now these are luxury rooms over here. You see that we have all kinds going on, except we're not going to be having baby facilities. No, but I feel like they should have a desk and all that sort of stuff if we can do it. So, well, in fact, we absolutely should be able to do it. So it's a question of getting all of this in the room so that it fits all nice like. So I think I like the idea of actually hiding the bed behind the wall away from the window. Windows, particularly windows with just bars, that can be a little bit drafty, right? So we'll do that. And then I like to give them the bookcase as a bedside table. I think that always just looks rather nice. And then we've got we're going to give them a TV, right? So TV like this. I put that one the wrong way around. Can you see? Oh no, I didn't. I put this one the wrong way around. Right, okay. Right, so they've got a television. What we'll do, we'll actually give them a really nice sofa to enjoy TV. And we want them to have a prayer mat as well, like that. Okay, so this is quite a good setup so far. I feel like we're on something here. A light smack bang in the middle of the room, I think would be nice. Now, I like the idea of them having a telephone and a weights bench for exercise. Right, like that. That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? But there we are. There we are. It does look weird. It really does look weird. But it is only actually taking up one space though. Then we will have, I suppose, oh dear, it's tricky. It's a tricky business. It's a tricky business. Should we have that? I don't know. Maybe actually the telephones could be moved. If we do that, we give them chairs. And where's those telephones gone? There, so we put telephones there, and then we can move these weight benches. But it just looks, I don't know, it just looks weird. But there we are. But there we are. Right, so we've got that. Now, we mustn't forget. Actually, let's. I will make a decision in a minute. You'll all see. I don't know how this is going to look. Why is the weights bench causing me so... What? I don't say anything! Let's move the telephone again. We're going to put the telephone... We're going to sneak it in there, the television. Then we're going to put the weights bench like that. We've lost the drains. Drains. I think we will just put those directly under like that. So I think that's it, isn't it? I don't think there's anything else we can really put in a room to make it all Lovely. I mean, the radiators will be out in the hallway, so that each room doesn't need its own radiator. I think that would be a little over the top. Let's go and have a look. Oh, well, there is the radio, but I'm concerned of that new event now, where the radios can make them kick off and all the rest of it. So they should be able to get post, they should be able to pray, they won't be able to get books. That is true. What other needs have they got? A better way of looking at it would be in needs, wouldn't it? So they'll be able to do all of these things. Yeah. Yeah, so they wouldn't have freedom. Hopefully they won't have drugs and alcohol. But they also won't have literacy. So yeah, I think that's absolutely where are we? Yeah, so I think this is it. I think these are going to be their cells that we put into play. So we can repeat these back as well. Yeah. So I think it's coming along quite nice in the grand scheme of things. Oh look, we've not been able to build this because I didn't put a door in it. So let's just sling a door in there, and then they'll be able to build this up as well. Oh, well, coming along quite nicely. It's possible that look at this. It's ridiculous. What are we going to do with this? It drives me nuts. The AI has a serious issue here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with this space yet. It might be that we don't use it. We just don't have a reason to use it. But in the next episode, we'll carry on building up this area. Definitely. And once this is done, we can then seriously start looking at staff needs, because we've put in some staff areas, but what I want to do is also convert some areas or improve some existing staff areas. That's something that we need to do as well. So still lots to do. Absolutely. There is no doubt there is still plenty to do in LaCorp jail. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps.